everyone, and welcome to my intuitive energy channel. Hope you're all doing well. Sorry it's been a while. I've been a bit on the road and I've been very busy. Okay, but just to give you an update that I am still on this health journey and persisting with it, and I'll let you know how that goes. I've got lots of plans for my health journey and, pouring into me and looking after me as a person and as as I respectfully value myself. This is what I'm doing presently is looking after me, and I think that's very important for all of us. So, yeah, so you may see a difference. I don't know, but with my hair, I'm aiming to grow my hair to about here, and so that's what length I am growing it to. I'm not going to have that short French bob that I had before, and so that's the plan with my hair. And I'm looking after my hair. I am also have started taking collagen supplements and collagen drinks and all that kind of thing to put, all this goodness in my body that helps my cartilage, my joints, and skin, teeth, hair, and nails, and all this kind of thing. So it's not just a beauty thing; it's actually helps with renewal of your, skin. So skin and tissue in your body tissues. So I've started doing that. I've also started. Well, I've been actually exercising, walking for a while now, for quite a number of miles per day, and that's going really well. So I'm doing that. I'm also making sure I don't drink alcohol, I don't smoke, and so I'm looking after all of that. Okay, including my teeth. um they almost look dreadful on camera, but they are quite white, my teeth, but for some reason it gives it like a little tinged kind of color on here, but I don't want them like really white where they stand out. So yeah, so I'm kind of looking after myself and healing, and this is like the healing journey that I'm on right now. The healing journey is also giving up, and a lot of my readings have been upon this subject, is giving up people that try to suppress you, try to suppress who you are, try to suppress your authenticity, try to suppress your who you are, your inner kind of soul, spirit, trying to break that, trying to break your spirit. Because why? Because they feel threatened by that. They feel threatened by, especially if you're a free spirit. I'm slightly free spirited, and I've kind of used to be more free spirited, do a lot of traveling. That's still very part of who I am. So that's coming back. I'm getting that stronger. Okay, stronger than what it was before. So, that's never going to be suppressed because that is who I am. That's why I do this channel, because I'm an adventurer. I am free spirited. I have confidence, inner confidence. I hope that does show the shine that I have. So I'm growing that more. I think I've had in the past, I think past 15 years, I've had people that have tried to suppress that. And even people who I've got to know as like friendships have always like, if they've seen that authenticity, say you go out with a group of people and you get talking to someone that you want you want to get to know maybe a female, male person, and you start expressing who you are, like what you like to do, what your hobbies are, and then they start to look at you a little bit sideways, like, yeah, but yes, but that's not possible, is it? Kind of thing. Oh, you're brave, aren't you brave? All these kind of, when you don't see it as brave, it's just you being who you are. So I had that recently too. I had that recently where I just thought, I've done a lot of healing and I'm going to express who I am. I think it's time the world actually saw who I am. And I started getting questions about that. Wow, you even look the part, I mean, who says that? Who says that? Oh, you even look the part. You look like that kind of person. I mean, there's a possibility that I am that person, you know. But some people can't accept it because it's something that's missing in them, and they feel like, I wish I had the guts to do that, or I wish I had the balls to do what you're doing. I wish I could take more risks. I've been stuck in this situation, stuck in that situation. You know what? It's never too late to change direction. It's never too late to change direction. I'm just really getting back on the road that I was supposed to be on, I feel. I've just had lots of toxic people around me, and I think my readings have reflected that. And I am growing and I want to grow and I want to improve and I want to be uh, a huge improvement to what I was before, trying to get back to what I was before, but actually making that a much more improved um, self, of my who I am. Okay. And again, people won't like that because I don't know, people feel, like I said, threatened by actually you being you. It could be the way that you express yourself. And it's like, I wish I could have that confidence. I wish I could think like that. I wish I could be like that. And what that creates, I wish I had the freedom to do that, yeah. I wish I had the guts to do that. I wish I had, the resilience that you have. But instead of trying to do something, they become resentful and possibly jealous and toxic towards the person that is working on, being the best version of themselves. So after that little bit of a rant, guys, I do apologise for not being on here. Okay, for a while. I've just been very, very busy, very busy. So I'm going to try and get on here when I can. And, on my days off, I'm going to pre-record and upload those pre-recorded readings and all of that. Also, if you'd like your own personal reading, please give me an email. It's in the description box at the bottom. Everything you need's down there. And just contact me and we can have a reading. Okay. Said mainly I'm an intuitive. I have a very strong intuitive energy. I can kind of preempt things before they happen. And I've developed this over the years. I used to try to ignore it, but now I don't. I preempt it. I encourage it. I encourage what I feel. Can I see what may happen in this situation? Can I? And it's energies. It's all about energies. And I do believe in that the world and the universe is all connected by differing dimensions, okay, and tend to flow in and out of these dimensions. And I feel that there are people who know that we do this, and they've written books about this, and they've made programs about this, time travel and all this kind of thing, being able to, and it's all coming out into into reality, that this could be something that may be factual. Okay, I know we say that anything's factual, but there's more and more of this coming to fruition and to reality that this could possibly be, in the universe, in the solar system, in the galaxy out there, that there's there's quantum physics that we don't know about, but we can actually move in and out of dimensions. And I feel, and like a little bit, I would say my intuition is something that I feel that way in energy wise, that I feel that I can move into these energies that I feel are in the future, like a little bit like time travel, and go into somebody's past and say, oh, okay, I can see where that happened. It could be, I mean, I'm not a scientist or anything like that, but it could be something to do with quantum physics, that some of the us can do this, have this ability to do this, have this sixth sense. Why do people write about it? Anyway, that's what I do, and I use tools. And I've got my, um, if you like, channeling energies with my homemade channeling deck, and I've also got a second homemade deck here. It's all about these energies that I pick up on. Okay, and I've also got other decks here. So I'm not really a tarot reader, but I use these tools to bring in energies. Okay, from the other side, from different dimensions. It could be spiritual. It could be ancestors from the past letting us know, or it could be me just flitting in and out of energies. Okay, so that's what I am. I would say I'm more of an intuitive energy person. Okay, reader, if you like. Is that what you call it? I'm not sure. I would say that I am some kind of fortune teller at all. I feel that it's more like quantum physics um, dimension, kind of going to the future, going into the past, going, you know, spatially around us. That's how I feel this is. Okay. People coming in and suggesting things, warnings, and that kind of thing. So let's have a look at this again. Sorry about the lighting. I'm not in the right place at the moment, and with all the lighting, that's professional. So it may not be as professional as I'd like. Okay. But thank you for following me. Please subscribe, like, and share, and put your comments in the comments section down below. Okay. So let's have a look here with the energies. Picking up on energies right now. What's going on for whoever I'm reaching out to here? Whatever this means to you, just pull out at these energies you feel that are relative to you, that mean something to you, that you could possibly went through a phase where it was all very much toxicity, lots of energies about toxic people trying to divert you, being resentful. I feel that's energies of people who are not willing to grow and people who are willing to grow and learn. Okay. And I could go way deep into that, like, people who are willing to grow, look in the mirror at themselves, and if they make mistakes, or if they go through something traumatic like a marriage breakup, or somebody betrays them, deeply betrays them, instead of being bitter and twisted and all that kind of thing and being toxic, if you're willing to grow with that, you look in the mirror and say, well, why did this happen? Can I take some of the blame of this in terms of, should I have been a bit more careful with who I spend my time with? And, I've been thinking about this too in my own life. Should we be a bit more discerning of who we actually listen to, or who we get involved with, who we fall in love with? Should we be careful? Were we not as careful as we should have been? And I know a lot of us were a lot younger, and immature and naive. But there may have been lessons here that, oh, these people, if I could go back to my younger self, I'd say these people are taking advantage of your naivety and your lack of wisdom. Yeah. And so, looking at that, saying, well, I didn't know about narcissism. I didn't know about toxicity. I didn't know these people existed. Um, but I do now. And I think sometimes these people are placed on our path so that we can learn about this. But also, it's not good enough to say for people to say, "Oh, I have the mental health issues," and not learn from that, and not grow from that, and not try to heal that. That's not okay to just say, I can't help my behaviour because I have mental health issues. No, you should, even if you've got mental health issues, you should try and learn how to be a better person with those mental health issues, especially if you want the sort of person like that who is very cerebral in that way and thoughtful. How are you going to get a person like that if you don't do that yourself? Kind of. Does that make sense? So I'm going to pull out a card here. Okay, a channeling card, and we'll pull out some energies here. And it seems like I'm getting the energies already. Is this mirroring and learning from and revisiting. And I think I've said this before. It's like healing yourself by revisiting, not tolerating BS. You get these I've had these phone calls from these scammers for this week. I answered a phone call because I thought it was somebody from work or something. And because I pressed answer, I've been inundated by multiple mobile phone numbers that just will not stop. So I'm ignoring it for a while and hope that that will stop. But it's like not tolerating, just accepting there are these people around, and it's time not to tolerate this and stop this in its tracks. And that's not just like scammers, it's everything in life. It's like it's time to be discerning and not tolerate this in whatever capacity that is. So we've already got onto the energies, and I've pulled out that card and I pulled out that channeling card. And I feel these energies are saying you need somebody who's on the same page as you, who's also, whoever I'm reaching out to, these people in the past have never been on the same page as you, but you tolerated that. Yeah. And I get this card here. And let's have a read of what this card said. You are beautiful. Why are you putting up with this? And I also get someone who's attracted to you inside and out. Somebody wants to start something with you. And they are learning too. They are learning to try to moderate whatever that I feel that they may have made mistakes in the past, and they're looking at how they can moderate their emotions, their triggers, and they're learning a lot that this comes from their childhood. So they're also doing a lot of work on this, and they can see that you're already there. It feels like whoever I'm reaching out to, you've already done the work. This other person is also learning from you, is going to learn from you that it's okay to just be yourself. It's okay to just be you and not to feel wrong about that. For some reason, this person or you may have felt that you were felt as if you were made to feel wrong for actually being you. Okay. Again, like I said, you get people who resent somebody who has an authentic sense of self when they don't even know who they are. They're not even willing to work on themselves, okay? And those sorts of people are toxic, and that's who you need to avoid at all costs. Somebody sees your true beauty, and this is a complete revelation to them. Wow. So you are somebody this person thought they would never ever meet in their lifetime. They see you inside and out as so beautiful that you don't care what people think you yeah, this calamity. I don't know what the calamity is, but the calamity could be, their kind of previous love life was full of calamity, but they see it now why it was full of calamity. Or it could be you. Okay. I get this person sees you a steady, calm, placid person. They see you as a steady, calm, placid person. They think that you see them as a bit of a clown. Um, they feel that they just see me as some idiot, some clown. But that's because that's the way that they've been perceived in the past. People have always made out that they're ridiculous. What's ridiculous? Nobody gave them the validation. Nobody gave them this, the validation so they could feel this sense of identity within them and have this value of their own kind of opinions. Um, I actually get here, your ex did not see this in you, but now they do. Now that you've gone, they actually see this because you are at a distance, because you are either separated, divorced. This person can see because you've got rid of you don't have these shackles anymore of trying to control your who you are. So because you don't have these chains anymore of control, you're free to be who you are. And these exes that are controlling narcissistic, when you go away from them, then when you find yourself again and when you start healing, your life starts to improve. And this is what they don't understand. Well, when that person was with me, they never said a word. They weren't confident, and they didn't realize that it was because of them that you were like this. They thought you were so polar opposite to them, but now sees you and thinks, actually, no. They now realize that they were opposing you or being very awkward towards you, not showing you the respect or value that you deserved, and they were doing it deliberately so that you would not value yourself. It's like somebody here, very manipulative, thinking, well, if I don't show them affection, if I don't show them love, if I don't get turned on in bed, if I say, well, that was pretty mediocre, and every opportunity put you down, then you're going to start believing that in yourself. You think, oh my goodness, I'm not attractive. I'm not very sexy. This person, but they they did it deliberately to take away your shine and your beauty, and it's because you did exude this naturally. They just wanted to take that away from you. And now that they have gone, whoever I'm reaching out to here, now that they have gone, you're now exuding this very naturally, and they're seeing this. They say, "Oh, I couldn't stop this, could I? Uh, this person's doing this anyway without me." Um, Yeah, this person was very unconventional, the way, very opposing. But on the flip side of this, you've got somebody coming in here who will see this and will actually not be manipulative and value who you are, okay, and not try to diminish that. And I pulled out this one and it says, you chose to love yourself. Wow. And I said that right from the beginning of you made a choice. Whoever I'm reaching out to here, you made a choice and you knew who you were. You knew that you're very loving, you're very kind, you know, you have a lot to offer. This person was trying to tarnish that. And you chose to love yourself rather than love this person, whoever I'm reaching out to. This person wanted you on the streets. They wanted you down and out and homeless. You chose to be humble and forgive them, but other people around them are actually seeing this now and they're exposing this. But you also get this distance here now because there's a distance between you. This has been exposed, okay? And on the flip side of that, I get this a big surprise coming for you, and we get inheritance, okay, coming in here. Um, Also, we get job opportunities. We get job opportunities, promotions, an influx of these because you've got rid of the negative. It's like, um, it's like, what do you call it when you give out to the universe to get back? Um, Somebody can tell me that. It's just slipped my tongue. But I get like, what you attract, you receive. So, now that you're giving out this energy, this new energy, this is coming back to you, this energy of abundance. So I get inheritance. I get spiritually. This is somebody in your family spiritually who sees what you've been through. It could be somebody who is living, or somebody who's passed, or somebody who's about to pass, or somebody who um, who feels that that's enough. You didn't deserve that. Can see how vindictive. I get a man here that can see how, because I feel that this man in spirit or this man here around you can see that they've actually learned from you because they see you changing and growing and they're learning from you, whoever this is or was, but they didn't because they had this narcissism. It may have just been borderline narcissism that they thought, wow, I have been like that. And again, it's a generational thing. So it could be a generational curse that you've broken. But I feel there's something here that, wow, I was like that. I've been like that. I've had, secret affairs. Somebody has unconditionally loved me and I've treated them this way. And I want to give to somebody who's been through this what I feel guilty over. So this could be somebody who is passing, who feels guilty, and just can see it happening to you, and or saw it happening to you. So as I get here, can see the vindictive actions that were made against you because of the light that you shone, because you were different, because you were authentic and you're being truthful. Um, this person has seen this for quite a few years and ignored it. but they can see it now because they're learning from you. And this has been exposed how dark, actually, how dark they were in their narcissism as well, and trying to, I don't want to go to hell, basically. So I want to extend here. No, it's not right that the collective has been treated this way. No, they did not deserve that. So manifestations coming in for you, and there's going to be people around you, these toxic people, who are going to be very disappointed in this person's choice here of helping you. And it's like, I want to help the collective because I don't like the way you treated the collective. So I'm going to, the toxicity, it was wrong. And these other people are not helping you. They saw that the other people saw that you suffered and they just turned their backs from you. This person saw that and was very disappointed. It could be related to family. I'm very disappointed in the way that family just turned their back when you needed them the most. They see it as a sickness in the family and they're now questioning why. Wow, that was quite deep. So that's coming in. And it's all to do with you, maybe your teachings, helping others to develop, helping others to elevate, spiritually. And it all comes from kindness. And you have an innate kindness about you that's never gone away, and an innate softness. Um, and people who have watched you, I said, that's not fair. You've had a lovely energy aura around you, and it's not fair that this has happened to you. So there's some help coming in here because they've seen how the rest of these people have been very vindictive towards you and you didn't deserve it. And that's what's coming through here. So that's coming through very deep. You may have been absolutely, your heart was torn into pieces because you were betrayed by either family members when you needed them the most, or you were betrayed. So your family threw you under the bus when you were, you actually helped them in their hour of need. They just threw you under the bus. They wanted to see you suffer because they were resentful of your free spirit. That's what I'm getting here. But this has been exposed, or it will be exposed. I feel to this elder, somebody's going to say something and expose themselves of their true intentions. They're going to say something about you which is not true. They may say something like you could have maybe not slept with anyone for like 20 years. Or you may have, and they're saying that you're a whore, that you whore it around, and they know that you're not like that. They know that you're not like that. They know that I get the dragonfly here. They know the dragonfly resembles a light-hearted, adept person. And I get things coming to light, okay? It's things coming to light, but also the light that you shine, the light that you shine. This is going to be, and I also dropped this one out, which is judgment. There will be a judgment about this, judgment of who deserves, who actually does deserve this, really. So there are people here either talking about you. This is going to be highlighted. This is going to come to light. And this person has seen this, and I feel somebody's going to pass. I get the death card. They've seen the way that you've been pulled to pieces, thrown under the bus, and they feel this has not been fair. Um, and it's time this stops and ends here. Um, I feel they've left it too late. I feel what this is, whoever this is, elders here, whoever this is, have left it too late to heal this within the family, and they know that now. They know it's gone too far. It's never going to heal now. But they've seen it. They've seen it with their own eyes. That the collective here has been treated very vindictively. They see it, but they've not known what to do about it, and they want to heal it. They wanted to heal it. They wanted this to stop. They wanted it to stop. It's like they were sat back, like old school here bullying. They sat back and and watched you get bullied. That's and they feel bad about that now. They do. But you know the the rose tinted glasses about family. Always putting on a show to say that we are so tight, we are so close, and when the rose tinted glasses are taken off, the truth is seen. Okay, this is what's going to happen. This is I feel I could go on and on with this reading, but I haven't got time to do that here. But it seems like whoever I'm reaching out to here, there's a lot going on behind the scenes that you don't know about. And it's mainly to do with your natural ability to be loving, be unconditionally loving, caring, and authentic, and beautiful, possibly beautiful inside and out. And these people trying to step in front of other people who care about you to stop them from actually caring about you because they were jealous, envious of your natural shine. And these people were gossiping through your bus, continues, and somebody sat back and allowed this to go on. And they feel bad about that. They want to make it up to you. And I feel this is how they're going to make it up to you is to say, enough is enough. I don't want to hear. I want this to stop in this, in this family or relationship or whatever this. I want this to stop now. This is a generational. This has got to stop. I don't want this. Somebody picked out to be the scapegoat or picked out to be the black sheep. I don't want none of this anymore. And somebody is going to be told about this, and it needs to stop. So that's what I get here. I feel, I feel it's somebody's wish as well before they pass that this is amended. The family thing is amended. And what's caused this is they know what caused this. They just chose to ignore it. I'm going to leave it there. Okay. Sending you lots of love, lots of blessings, lots to think about there. And I will see you soon. Okay. And bye for now. Bye bye.